aquaponics system at the Agricultural Extension Service in Conroe, Montgomery County. These are squash that were added about a month ago to a flood and drain bed. You see the pepper plant going up above it. This is fed from the sump. The blue barrel that you see is the swirl sedimentation filter, or just a settling filter. This is the fish tank. It's 150 gallons. Water passes through at a rate of about 150 gallons per hour, so we've got one exchange per hour. And it's all flowing by gravity back into the sump in that 2-inch line. We had some tomatoes that just volunteered at the time when we were planting lettuces last winter. So these tomatoes have been here since probably February. They're bearing fruit now. Made it all through the winter. It's an ornamental iris. It's just here, just as a little extra bio filtration. What you see is duckweed growing on top of the shallow gravel grow bed, and all of this is chard and lettuce and kale that we harvest on a weekly basis. You see that the lettuce is ready to harvest. We've got a second batch of lettuce here. It's about 2 weeks behind it, and then we've got some freshly germinated lettuce in this bowl, which is a week behind that one. On this side of the greenhouse, we have a raft system. It operates independently of the shallow gravel continuous recirculation system. This is the sump. It's the lowest point in the system. The water comes out of the sump and is piped along the back wall into the fish tank, which you can see just behind these two blue filters. The fish tank is 100 gallons. These two filters are fed off of the fish tank by gravity, and they are sedimentation filters. The bottom drain on them. Out of the sedimentation filter, it goes through a lava rock filter, which is nothing more than an aerated chamber of lava rock. It then passes into the raft, and you can see we have a nice crop of lettuce in the raft. We've been doing some succession plantings, so we've got a second batch coming on here, and a third batch which we've just seeded and it's not yet germinated. This is the exit and overflow to the sump, which flows out by gravity. So there's one pump, one pass. I don't know how well you can see the fish that are in the tank. You can see that some of them are probably 3/4 of a pound, maybe a little bit larger. Typical stocking density for this tank is about a 1/4 pound per gallon. So we're really a little bit overstocked on this particular tank. We've cut the feeding back quite a bit. We were getting a lot of sedimentation in the filters, and we've been feeding them duckweed on a fairly regular basis, as long as they're commercial flood and catfish feed. Let's see if I can get them to come up to the surface for you just with a little bit of food. You see they're pretty hungry, pretty aggressive, and they do hide underneath the structure. You can see that there's some fairly good sized fish in there. And yes, we do have fish tacos sometime on our hamburger day.